So guys, what is the plan for this new HMO? So as I mentioned to you in the previous video, that room's going to be locked. Right there, you've just been through the details on that one. So this here, this beautiful, massive, large room is going to be the room 1. So with the first phase, it's going to be a 6-bedroom HMO, and once we get all the tenants organised, simultaneously we'll be putting an HMO application with Slough Borough Council. So we have to make sure that all the licensing rules and all the fire regulations has been adhered to. So in this room here, effectively, what we're doing in phase 1 is just putting paint over the wallpaper. So the plan is literally, because phase 2 is going to be back to brick, we're just spending the bare minimum we need to make it into a nice habitable room. So this is going to be fully painted, and then we're going to have a carpet here. They are going to be fixing obviously the ceiling. The ceiling will have to be obviously completely redone. There is some leaks and things here which will have to be fixed. Those will have to be potentially even re-skimmed and redone for the to make it habitable room. So that's done. The door frame is not as per the standard new sizes, because this was obviously a very old house. So that's going to have to be stripped out, the frame itself, the architraves, and redone for the new fire FD30 fire doors. So going into room 2, here you can see the works have already been started. There's been some re-skimming going on here. This little feature is going to be taken out obviously because it doesn't work, and this is going to be obviously plasterboarded and re-skimmed around it. This room, there was an access to the main sort of bathroom downstairs, which we've now blocked out, and this is going to be room 2. Here you've got the meters. So for now, we're going to, and the consumer unit, we've had the electrics checked, which I believe are now going to be defined, but they do have to be upgraded to each room because there's a minimum requirements for sockets for each room. So all those compliance requirements or regulations will be adhered to. So we'll have to put obviously extra double sockets in all the rooms, and again redecorate this room, repaint the ceiling. And there was this one little confusion about the ceiling, because there's some wallpaper on the ceiling. Initially we thought that the fire regulations might require us to strip out the wallpaper, which means re-skimming all the ceilings, which means extra work in phase 1, which we were trying to minimize. But we've been told by our architect that because we've got fire doors, we don't need to strip it out. So it's just going to paint it over, and that's pretty much that. Obviously the radiators will be brand new radiators across all, because these are very old and don't conform to building control standards currently. Let's go and see what else is going to happen in this house. This huge room is going to stay as the communal area. It's going to be the living room. Again, we just literally stripped out some of the wallpaper because it wasn't even, trying to even out all the walls, repaint, redecorate, change radiators, and add new carpets at the very end. But this old wallpaper will be painted over. But you can see they can use this as a really, really good communal area. We will also be changing some of the pendant lights because the lights here are not sufficient, and probably do a couple of LED lights in here as well, also to manage the bills a bit better. This here is the bathroom. The bathroom effectively is absolutely fine in terms of the shower unit, the toilet and the sink, but there's some redecoration required in the bathroom. So all that's going to be part of the original plan. Here, this door is obviously very wide and doesn't adhere to regular door sizes. So what they're going to do is block out this board, put some extra plasterboard and block it out at this level here, which means you'll have the main regular fire door size right here. The kitchen itself, you can see, I mean, it's not a brand new kitchen or anything, but I think has been done in the last 10 years. So it kind of serves its purpose, except that obviously what we're planning to do is here we have this little dining room area here. We're going to buy a little ready-made mini kitchenette, which would effectively add another hob, 4-ring hob for the 8. So I believe you need 6-ring cooker for 6 people. And also we're going to be providing additional fridge, freezers, another oven as well. We need here as well because we need 2 ovens for 6 tenants. So making sure all those building or HMO requirements are being adhered to for the license, and a new radiator as well. These windows and doors are all going to stay the same for now, and we potentially will be changing it for the new phase. But let's go and have a look outside because that's also important to talk about. So here, I may have talked about this, but effectively this area here is the shared drive to the house at the back. And here what's going to happen is we're going to create additional car parking spaces to this area here. So all this is going to be stripped out. We're going to still maintain a small garden, so the grass bit is going to stay, but towards the end of that driveway there, we're going to create space for about 3 car parking spaces, because our future planning is going to be for a 10-bed HMO, which according to the Slough Borough Council, the requirement is 0.5 car parking spaces per tenant. So we're going to have 5 spaces, 3 in the front and actually just 2 here. So that whole area is going to be redone as a little car parking area, and all this is just going to be tidied up for now and making sure that there's still some outdoor spaces for the tenants to enjoy. And wait for part 3, which is where we're going to cover the upstairs and how we're going to reconfigure that for the 2 different phases. But hope you found that useful, guys. Please do like, share and subscribe to our property content if you want regular property content in your feed every single week. And do look at our next event on Thursday, the 10th of October at the Titans event. We have a HMO service accommodation special. We're going to be covering all aspects of the HMO market, including student HMOs, professional HMOs, HMOs in Article 4 area, valuing HMOs, commercial valuations for HMOs, trying to change the myths around some of those valuations. I'm going to be covering personally 2 of my recent HMO case studies where we've had some challenges, including this one and a previous one which we've just completed, and we're currently waiting on the revaluation for the commercial refinance so I can pay back the bridging loan. And then we've got 2 amazing speakers, Matt Baker from the HMO platform, who's got multiple awards for the HMO and co-living projects, and Blondine Pays, who's actually generated a 3 million revenue by starting a rent-to-rent come SA business, which she then moved on to an SA, which is service accommodation, and generated 3 million turnover over the last 3 years. She's going to be sharing her insights, her learnings, and her business model, and how you can use that niching strategy to start your business or maybe grow it to that level. So guys, don't forget to book your space because it's going to be a crazy event. It's going to be a very, very informative event with over 100 property investors in the room at the Crown Plaza in Gerrards Cross. Book your tickets now. The link is in the chat, and go to teamtitans.co.uk to book your space right now. Thank you.